I think for good 2 years, nobody knows what I do, where I am. Thirst trap's still on, always will be on. But nobody will ever know if I'm going to a restaurant to eat or if I'm on a holiday. Because I would like to now keep my private life private, and I would like to showcase my work now. It makes more sense to me.
Reality sort of hits and you realize it's not going to be a straightforward process to get there. You're not going to be launched in some big way. You're not going to have that because it's just not the way things work.
It's not easy. But all we can do from our end is to continue working on ourselves, continue to be a better version of ourselves, and not give up. Continuously go for auditions. भले reject हो रहे कोई बात नहीं, अगले दिन होगा, पर कभी ना कभी तो होगा ना.
Hello and welcome to OTTplay. This is Shubham Kulkarni, and today in conversation with me is the fresh pair from Karmma Calling. Hello guys, welcome to OTTplay.
Thank you so much for having us.
Pleasure is mine. But पहले हम ये serious conversations पर तो जाएंगे, जो of course पता नहीं जाएंगे नहीं. But being in the frame with Raveena Tandon, for budding actors, what is that like when there's a show, she is the center of it, and you are also the lead?
I think
with her.
Every time we hear the statement or even watch the trailer, it is a surreal feeling. Every time somebody mentions it, I'm like, wait, it's really happening. And this was the same reaction even when we were shooting.
Yeah.
Every time we had a take with her or we rehearsed with her, I was just thanking my lucky stars that for a budding actor, हम और क्या मांगेंगे? Like,
That's true.
like a legend like Raveena Tandon is in our show. I'm playing her son. You're locking horns with her. I mean, what more can an actor ask for?
No,
Locking
totally.
horns.
Yeah,
Wow.
and for me, it's not that I was only sharing screen space with her. It's also the fact that I had to sort of, it was me against her in the show. So I had to sort of bring that, I had to bring enough prep into it, because otherwise how do you stand in front of somebody like that and have a face off with
Yes.
them, because she comes with so much energy, she has such a big presence,
The
she just
aura.
lights up the screen, the aura. So I had to really make sure I was ready. But she makes it easy, she makes you feel at ease so that you can bring your best foot forward.
But was it like sorry after every mean dialogue, the cut?
No, we would be laughing. In fact, she would be helping me with dialogues and stuff. Like, she had a lot of input sometimes to make it even meaner. You know, she liked that. So, no, we were like joking around in the middle of takes.
That's amazing. But talking about finding work at this point, about finding a show as massive as this, you guys have had those stepping stones towards here. Tell me, what was that process of reaching here at this point? What was the difficulty like?
See, as an outsider, it's very difficult to be in a show as a lead. A pivotal
Yes.
role is very difficult because you need people to believe in you. You need people to trust in your art. And I think we are very lucky that Panchmi and Ruchi believed in us and trusted us with Karmma Calling. It's not easy. But all we can do from our end is to continue working on ourselves, continue to be a better version of ourselves, and not give up. Continuously go for auditions. भले reject हो रहे कोई बात नहीं, अगले दिन होगा, पर कभी ना कभी तो होगा ना. So my entire idea was कि I don't want to lose my morale by looking at other people go ahead in life. I wished it was me, but since it's not, I'm going to work harder and make my own mark.
That's amazing. For you?
No, absolutely. It's been a long journey and it's been a lot of patience and resilience involved. Because, you know, when you're starting out, you have these dreams of, oh, I want to be a lead in a film. I want to see myself on a big screen. And then reality sort of hits and you realize it's not going to be a straightforward process to get there. You're not going to be launched in some big way. You're not going to have that because it's just not the way things work. So to also accept that it's going to be a slow climb. So even if it's the first show I did, Guilty Minds, I consciously decided that it's okay if I don't get a lead part instantly. Let me work on myself. Let me take up a role that will give me an opportunity, that will put me out there. And slow and steady, eventually I will get the one that I want. So that's kind of been my approach to it. And even while doing those smaller parts, I've really enjoyed them, taken whatever I could out of them, and I think those experiences are what prepared me when I finally got the opportunity to be a lead in a series.
That's so true. But convincing people, कि मैं ये कर सकता हूँ या कर सकती हूँ
Yeah.
कि फॉर यू स्पेशली कंसिडरिंग वो रियलिटी शो वाला रेज्यूमे इतना लंबा है कि कन्विंसिंग गेट्स डिफिकल्ट. हाउ इज दैट टर्निंग आउट फॉर यू?
I think I met the right kind of people in my life when I decided to switch between uh, the fiction, from the reality to the fiction world. I met the right kind of people who guided me really well. And मेरे लिए यही था कि मैं convince कर पाऊँगा जब मैं अपना craft उनको दिखाऊँगा. And only when they like me, they'll be like, हाँ तू कर सकता है. Only when they like what I do, they'll be like, तू कर सकता है. क्योंकि nobody would put their money on me thinking, यार ये तो he won't be able to sell it, he won't be able to act also. Why should we put their money on him? So my entire idea for the 2 years I took a break was just work on your craft, just be a better actor, and just go for auditions, prove yourself, get the part, and make them put their money on the right thing. So I had no other bet that I could play on. I just had to work hard on my craft and hopefully and hope that things happen for me.
That's true.
Yeah, and I think also that's where luck and destiny comes in. You know, you meet the right people at the right time when you are also ready for it. As you know, newcomers that have no connections in the industry are always seeking that one person who just decides to believe in you for some reason. Because before having done anything, it's very hard to convince someone that you can. And also, why should they believe you? So that's where I think your luck and your destiny comes in, where for us, I think it was Ruchi who just instantly believed. She believed that I could be Karma. She believed that I was Karma instantly. And there was, I mean, there's really no reason for that other than I think it was just meant to happen that way.
That's so true. But talking about finding work, there's also Instagram pool which you are a part of.
Yeah.
You are the legitimate thirst trap there. You have a budding account there. Then there is also this कि आपके बारे में सब कुछ वहाँ पर है बाहर. Everything is public. Be it your personal life, your relationships, your past relationships. इसमें focusing on your work, how is that happening?
No, but I think you decide what you want to put out there. To me, Instagram has always been a tool to showcase my work, not to showcase my life. My life I prefer keeping private, and right now I don't think anybody has been very interested in knowing anything. And I've just not felt the need to put it out there. I use it as a tool to show people what I'm doing, and that's about it. You have to just make sure you make that distinction.
I think when I was in the reality space, at that time, the need of the hour was tell people that I'm doing this, I'm
Yes.
here. And when I decided to leave that and enter this, I think for good 2 years, nobody knows what I do, where I am. Thirst trap's still on, always will be on. But nobody will ever know if I'm going to a restaurant to eat or if I'm on a holiday. Because I would like to now keep my private life private, and I would like to showcase my work now. It makes more sense to me.
But then do you consciously distance yourself from the reality world now?
I'm completely cut off from that. I'm nowhere in touch with anybody. Obviously, Ranvijay is my brother and he's my family. And he's the only person I'm in touch with from that world.
That's nice. But when we come to Karmma Calling again, there is this story which is wide. The canvas is very wide. Then there's also a fact that it's an adaptation. So the
Yes.
show is already a successful story
Yes.
out there.
Yes.
जब आप वो स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ते हो, you say yes to it. What is that one scene or sequence जो ऐसा होता है, ये कैसे करूँगा?
I mean, for me, it wasn't really a scene or sequence. I've been a fan of the show since I was in school. I've grown up watching that show. I used to watch it on TV. So just knowing that I'm portraying a character that's already been so loved, we've adapted it, Ruchi has adapted it for the Indian audience. So there is a lot of changes in the way things are shown. Yes, the plot is, of course, the same and the story is the same, but we've changed it around to make it relatable to our audience. You know, we've infused it with our culture, our sort of family dynamics and relationships. So all of that is different, and I think particularly with Karma, I think what was scary and what was most exciting to me is to play a character that has so many complexities and so many shades of grey, and you're not really sure if she's really doing the right thing. Are you on her side? Are you not? There were so many sort of ways that I could have possibly chosen to play the character. So just the thought of, you know, that's what I'm stepping into was the most thrilling.
I can really understand that.
I think as an actor, you get to learn so much about yourself when you're preparing for a character. I think for Ahan, it was enhancing my emotional quotient because I don't really have one. For me, the escape is to joke around. But
Okay.
Ahan really feels things. He's an emotional guy. And I was scared to do the emotional parts of Ahan. And I think that was one very tough challenge that I wanted to take on. And me, Ruchi, our acting coach Rachit, who's also part of the show as an actor, we worked on it. We brought it into life. We shaped it, and I think that process maybe inclined me towards doing Ahan.
That's amazing. But what scares you? Like, what about this profession scares you the most? Both of you.
I think to me, I'm a control freak. I like to know what's happening in my day. I like to have a plan. I like to have a routine. And I mean, this industry essentially is the complete opposite of that.
Opposite,
You
yes.
don't know what's going to happen when. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's no control over what's going to happen in your life. That to me is scary, but I think that's something you have to embrace also.
That's true.
I think the weight that you have to do between
Yeah.
projects is something that's scary. How to keep yourself busy, how to keep yourself sane when you're not working is the scary part.
How do you do it then?
I usually have a habit of picking up a hobby. Like if I'm not working for let's say 3 months, I'll probably start to learn guitar professionally because I already play the guitar. Like I'll get into the detail of learning the guitar. Probably pick up a martial art form, learn that. Probably go to another acting workshop. But keep doing something to keep yourself busy. Otherwise, it's not easy to be sane in that wait period.
That's so true. But before I let you guys go, now you guys manifest a project for yourself. You choose your co-actor, you choose your director, and whatever genre you want the film to be or the series.
I feel like this is a manifestation of like exactly what I wanted.
Like the next manifestation.
But
I want a Karan Johar film.
I was going to say
I
the
want a
same
Karan Johar
thing.
film.
I was going to say the same thing.
I was part of
Yes.
Jug Jio for like a cameo, but I want like a big banner Karan Johar film. I'm just praying for that.
And who's the co-star?
Anybody that Karan Johar wants. I want to be part of it.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I want to be sitting in a theater and have that tune playing and know that I am going to be in this movie. I think that's the dream.
We hope that happens soon. And if Karan Johar watches this interview, here's a pair.
Yeah.